Welcome back, Rec Room players, and this is how you use jump pads. Now, jump pads are really great for your rooms. You can put them places where you can actually control the amount of people jump on them, how far they go, how far they move around them. So we're gonna look into those today. Let's get started. We have two objects that can help make your players bounce. We have the bounce pad and we have the impulse volume. Let's take a look at those. You can find these gadgets by opening up your maker pen. To open up our maker pen, just go ahead and open up your watch, go to your backpack here, and then press use on your maker pen, and then open up your maker pen and open up the palette. You can find gadgets in your palette menu, and then we have other gadgets here. Let's go to other gadgets, and then this is where you can find the bounce pad and the impulse volume. The bounce pad has a lot more control. You can control these options by opening up your maker pen, then going to configure and selecting on the bounce pad. So the bounce will allow players just to bounce, and then the launch will actually launch players depending on the speeds that you set and the maximum speeds that you set. The bounce multiplier is if a player was coming in at 1, they will bounce off at 1. If a player is coming in at 5, they will bounce off at 10. So air control is really important. If you want players to just stay on the bounce pad, then you will probably set the air control to 0. Air control allows players to move around after the bounce. And that is how you use the bounce pad, and this is how you use the impulse volume. Just go ahead and pull up your maker pen and then configure on the impulse volume here, and we have a couple of things here. Is that you can change the speed, the maximum speed, and the air control, very similar to the bounce pad. But we also have this change mode. You can have the set settings, which it only applies the set settings as the player is running into the impulse volume. And then the add is that adding all of these settings on top of the speed that they're running into the impulse volume and adds those speeds to that player. That's how you use the bounce gadgets. Now here is where you can find the bounce pad original Rec Room invention. Go ahead and open up your watch, go to the store, go to enter store, and then go to inventions, and let's go ahead on the bottom right hand corner, click on the Rec Room original inventions, and let's click on the bounce pad. Now I own the bounce pad, but this is where you can find the original Rec Room bounce pad. To spawn that invention into the world, go ahead and open up your maker pen and then open up your palette and then go to inventions and then select the Rec Room original bounce pad and then spawn it in. Alright, there it is. So I'm just going to go ahead and position this. So the Rec Room official invention comes with this prop, this bounce pad, and this trigger volume that's connected to a sound chip. If a player bounces into this trigger volume, they not only bounce, but it also makes a bouncing sound. So if you want to hide the bounce pad and the trigger volume with the sound, go ahead and open up your watch, go to this room, go to permissions, and then go to everyone on the cog symbol there. And then go ahead and select Can View Gadgets. Just toggle that to no, and now your players will not be able to view these gadgets. But you can also hide them from yourself by going to Creators, Co-owners, and Hosts. You can also hide them from yourself by opening up your maker pen, opening up your palette, and then going to Settings in your palette, and then Hide Gadgets for Me, which hides all the gadgets that we see. If you guys really like this tutorial, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in Rec Room.